This dash cam is a direct replacement of the factory trim that's behind the mirror and looks just like it was meant to be there from the factory. This is the FITCAMX integrated dash cam. It's super nice because it takes your existing factory trim that goes around your mirror, replaces it, and it adds a dash cam to the mix. The new trim looks exactly like the factory trim outside of adding a dash cam. This makes it look like it's built into the car from the factory. There's no sticking a dash cam to the windshield with double sticky tape or using a suction cup that might come off. Taking a look at what you get in the box, you get the replacement trim panel piece with the integrated dash cam. There's a trim panel removal tool. One end is metal, which is really nice, and the other end is plastic. You get a wiring harness so that you can easily piggyback the power to this camera into the power behind the mirror. There's no need to mess with the A-pillar and wire it up to the fuse box. You get a micro SD card dongle for your computer so that way you can transfer footage if you want to. And then you get a user guide. Looking at the dash cam a little closer, you have the dash cam integrated with the trim, a couple of buttons, a micro SD card slot, a microphone, and some vent slots. This thing looks just like the factory trim panel outside of the addition of the camera. So I decided to use the single front dash cam, but FITCAMX also sells kits with the rear camera too. I just didn't want to mess with trying to run the wire from the front of the vehicle to the back of the vehicle, and I think the front only is enough for me. The front camera is 4K resolution and the rear camera is 1080p. FITCAMX makes these integrated dash cams for different makes and models, so be sure to check out the website to make sure it fits your vehicle. I'll have a link in the description below with a coupon code so that you can save a little money if you're interested in buying one. As I stated before, this front dash cam is a 4K resolution camera and it has a 1.6 aperture using a Novatech processing chip for 4K image processing. All of this at 30 frames per second. It does have an ultra-wide 170-degree field of view. There is built-in Wi-Fi so that you can connect to the dash cam via your smartphone. It has a G sensor so that it can detect sudden collisions during driving and then immediately save them to the SD card and lock them so that you're not going to overwrite them. Let's jump into the truck and get this thing installed. I wanted to show this a little bit more. Look how close to the fit that is compared to the factory one. Super nice. Right here there is a little bit of it's like a foam or pad, velvet pad that rests on the windshield, so that's nice, so it doesn't rattle. And then you have the power cord there that will go to the piggyback. There are some tabs here that right here, and then on the other side as well, there's some plastic pieces from that one that you'll need to remove and put on here so that can slide and connect. Forgot to mention, you're going to need to remove the center piece before you put this thing on, and it comes out, as you can see, these clips right here comes out towards you, towards this way, and then it slips in right here, it slips out kind of towards us right now. So remove this first because you're going to slide this up into the new one, but we're also going to remove that one as well so we can get the other piece out. So I'm going to try to do this the best I can with showing you here. So this piece right here, we're just going to get underneath it, pull down, and we're going to slide it out from the mirror. Now you can take this piece and we're just basically going to pull it down kind of even with the windshield. And I've heard you just pull down right here. Might be a little tough. Oh. Might get the pry bar. There we go. Now we're down. So there are pieces, these plastic pieces, the red ones, they go on the new one, and then we're basically going to slide the new one up. Piggyback wire goes off of this. We're going to remove this and put this one in and put that connector into this, and then this connector goes into the dash cam. I'm going to clean right where that's about it, so that way it's all clean when I put the camera itself in there. Okay, so now we have the new clips, the old clips, off here, and you're just basically going to slide them on right here now, so that way they clip up into here. So we remove this wire by pushing in on this clip right here, and then we're going to plug in this one in its place, and then we're going to bend this around and connect it basically with the piggyback here. I'm trying to make sure I'm not in your way. Get that clipped. And then this wire, let's just kind of shove this up here somehow in the space here. And then this wire will connect to the dash cam right here. And it only goes one way. Makes it clicks. And route this around there. Now I can slide, push that stuff up there. And I can slide this up so it clicks right there. So we're good there. And then the new piece that we removed will slide in down here and click back up. There's little pins here, right there and right there, that need to go into the groove here. All right, so I struggled to get this piece, well, this piece on, and for whatever reason, it felt like I could get these to slide in, but I couldn't get this to connect to the top. I could not figure it out, and I got to thinking about it. Here's the factory piece, and then here is the piece that we received. This distance is smaller than this distance. So it looks like that we're able to break this inner piece out so that way we can have this much distance. I think that's what's creating the problem here. Because if you look in here, there's a groove here that this must be catching on something, not allowing it to go all the way in. So we're going to break this piece out, the middle piece out. And I think it's because there are different types of mirrors for the Tundras, as well as this also fits the 𝐦𝐨. So I'm guessing there are different types. Like mine's got adaptive cruise control, and then also the rear view, it's got a screen on the rear view mirror. So I'm thinking that the mirrors are different sometimes depending on your actual accessories that you have. All right, so let's make sure this fits now. Or not make sure, we're going to make sure. Oh, so much easier. It works great. Here's a quick run through of the smartphone app. So we need to connect to the dash cam. The vehicle needs to be on, and we're going to connect to it. And it's car_cam_. It tells you right here on the screen what it is. The password was 1234567 So we'll go ahead and access it, and it's going to get a live view here. And so right now this is a live view in front of my house. And so from here we can go through some camera settings. And I'll tell you right now, it was set to, I think it was 1080p or 1440p. So we went ahead and video resolution, I went to 4K here, top resolution. Sound recording we have on. Loop recordings 3 minutes. You can set that up to different ones. Exposure compensation, I don't have that. Timestamp. Collision sensing, which is least sensitive. Parking monitoring, so this allows it to auto detect if there's a collision when the car is off and record it. The Wi-Fi name, we can change the password, firmware, reset factory, and then we can format the SD card that's in it. So also, we can look and record video to our phone from here and take a snapshot, or I can go to the camera files, and it will show me all the looped recorded files that it has on the SD card right now, and I can go through here and by day and time and download them. I can also look at the locked ones or parking ones, and right now we just have looped, and these will all save to my album on my phone. Or you can take the SD card out and take it and put it into a computer. But that's about all the settings they have in the app. Now's the time to take a quick look at the quality of the video during the daytime and nighttime and talk about it. So here's the quality during the daytime. It is overcast, not sunny out, but look how sharp and contrast the colors are. They're very bright. This red is really bright, and you can see what's on there. And then also, if you check out some of the street signs here as we go by, there's a dermatology place, Harrisonville, and then we're on some side streets here going through. And you can see the names on the buildings, the street signs, the guy walking there, speed limit, and you can even pause if you wanted to and get some of these license plates. But not too bad. It's pretty good for 4K and 30 frames per second. Here's the evening time. Now, keep in mind, my windshield is tinted, so it is darker than it really would be.
and so you can kind of see what's going on here. The lights on the cars and the street lights have a little bit of starry-eyed on them, or I don't know what they call that. It's almost like having a stigmatism, but that's normal for most dash cams out there at nighttime. And then here's the street view. You get quite a bit more starry, not too bad. It doesn't really distort the actual view, as you can see here. And as we get past these street lights, it's pretty clear on what's going on. And so you can see this car coming up. You see the street pretty well. You see the sign coming up, the flag going there, the entrance here to a neighborhood. It's not bad.
So here are my final thoughts. Overall, I'm very pleased with this dash cam. If you're looking for something that is sleek and factory looking, this is something that you're going to want to take a look at. This dash cam is priced fair at about $170 for the single cam. And then for the dual cam, for the front and back, it's about $200. It's nice that it has a piggyback connector behind the mirror for power, so that way you don't have to deal with running power wire through the headliner and down the A-pillar and tapping into a fuse box. Because of this, the installation was pretty quick and easy. The quality of the video is pretty good, and it being 4K, I don't see a need for an upgrade anytime soon. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and feel free to ask any questions down in the comment section below. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.